Patriots did indeed, quote unquote, deflate their balls with the intention of making the grip easier or something along that line. Punishment could involve the NFL taking away draft selections. Tom Brady on WEI's Dennis and Callahan radio show this morning, Stephen A. said the whole thing is, quote, ridiculous. He's heard it all.
Greetings world. We are anonymous. Sorry, we have to take over this television broadcast, and do not worry. It will only last a brief moment of time. And please make a recording on your television or device, to review this important piece of information we are about to present you shortly. Now for the broadcasted speech. Anyway, my fellow people, who are still not making the choice, to free themselves from their own slavery. You must understand you do have a choice. If someone else says you do not have a choice, guess what? You do have a choice. You have a choice to be a slave to the system, or be free from the system. You continue to fail to not make decisions that you are afraid to make, because you are under the constant fear that they will come to arrest you. Believe it or not, you are living in a matrix and a system that places you under their control without you even knowing it. If you want to know about this information, there is a video on my channel Anonymous 472558, and the video title will be Anonymous Exposes the Ultimate Truth About Your Enslavement, and it will be approximately an 8-hour-long video. This allowing for your enslavement and your reproduction of children, making them slaves to start out with to the system you brought them, and then allowing these crooks to take away your children's freedoms and future away from them. The system is very corrupt, and if you do not believe it, do your own research, and Anonymous tries time and time again to open your eyes, and yet you keep falling away from what is truly real. The reality you call it is not what it seems to be. You are a slave whether you know it or not. Your leaders do not want you have the ability to be able to free yourselves from your own slavery they manipulated you into in the first place. Anarchy always wins and succeeds. Government is a system at the end becomes corrupt and needs to be checkmated. The continuation of you allowing this system to enslave more and more people on a daily basis is not acceptable. You are a human being, and deserve to be treated as one. Your governments treat you like you are their property. You are not their property any longer, if you free your own mind. Governments should be afraid of we the people, not the other way around. There is a choice we are making, and it is not the right choice for our fellow humanity of the world. Do you want to continue to be a slave to your system within your own country? If no, you better start fighting it. Regardless what age you are. You all deserve to be free from your governmental tyranny and this matrix. Everyone has a choice. The ones who are fighting for your rights are more awake and are more free in their own minds, because they know humanely from right from wrong. You are told what to believe. You are told what to eat, drink, wear. You are under their control, because you allow them to. To not allow them to control you is to resist their control, and they will fail to control you because you are strong. Realize this, humanity of the world. It is only a matter of time before we face our fate. Whether you believe it or not, there is a system that exists today that will eventually destroy you, if you continue to fail to do anything. This is not acceptable to allow yourself to choose. We are anonymous for you, and we fight for our fellow brothers and sisters around the globe. Your governments treat us as terrorists as we are to them, since we fight for only for the benefit for humanity, while these crooks work to destroy you. Your governments are the true terrorists, and what are you going to do about them, that are eventually going to destroy you? What is your plan? How are you going to fight them? People, you will not be able to fight them in violence. We have to fight this in a peaceful manner, and the way to destroy them, and the way to do that, is this plan we have developed and will work. Open your mind on things and get out of your ignorance. Quit the drugs you are placed on that is only destroying your brain and your ability to think critically. Start up local business and grow community gardens and set up community barns. Go back to the older way of living, excluding leaders ruling over you like kings and queens, and work with each other. Stop working for big business and big corporations. Develop community banks to protect your currency, and do not put your money to private banks. Educate others about history and tell the truth. Arm yourselves from criminals who seek to steal or create chaos in your community. Don't drive your cars. Ride bikes and travel on foot. Create local organizations and a cottage factory for production of products you create to trade from community to community in your country. Develop a free energy source generated by purely magnets, and live off-grid for your own benefit. And here's how you can do it. To power a one-story house, you will need wires, of course, 16-car batteries, 8-car alternators, a 5-horsepower fan, and a belt and start up the fan. You got everlasting energy for about 100 years, and that is plenty for your own home off-grid. Start local grocery stores and inventing new ways to help your community to advance. Create local and community schools to educate your children off the system, and that way they will learn the right way. Get out of the major cities and find urban and rural lands to start over. Your governments do not want you to do it. This is the only way, as planned in the middle of this speech, that will free your own slavery, and you will live in a system of anarchism. Anarchy does not mean chaos and mayhem. If you want to know what we are talking about of anarchism and its meaning, we have a video on our channel titled Anonymous Anarchy is Not What You Were Led to Believe, and that way you will be understanding what we are coming from. Yes, this is a primitive way of living, and it has worked time and time again. This plan will save humanity from the destruction your government has planned for your demise. If you want to be free, follow the efforts of Anonymous that is showing you the way, and we have been doing this for years. Do not believe any more words come out of your government's mouth, and we mean absolutely nothing to believe from your government. Believing your government will at the end destroy you. History has proven that time and time again, and you really got to stop living in this cycle that will destroy you in the end game, and we are a few steps away from that end game. Humanity. The choice is yours to make. You either continue living in your slavery, or free yourselves from your slavery. Also, if you become chaotic to this interruption on television, be ensured that we did not make that choice for you. You have chosen to be chaotic and starting mayhem. You choose for yourself. No one can do it for you. You're living in an illusion. Start freeing yourself today, and tomorrow will be better for you on the long run. We are anonymous. We are legion. United as one. Divided we fall. We do not forgive. We do not forget. To the governments of this world, expect us. Sign. Anonymous. End of broadcasted message.